franchise, man. No lacking. My nigga beating the Mafia. Witty, Smitty News, the best out in Toronto coming up right now, man. We're getting it in.
So franchise, he debuted Beast Mode 2014 against Flintlock. What did you see in him that first battle?
His first battle was sick. He was young. I could tell he was hungry. A lot of the people in the crowd, like a lot of the other battlers that are part of the league, saw the potential he had, and like I thought he was very rough at first, and he had a lot to work on. But just his heart, he had a lot of heart right from the start. So
how'd you find him? Because that was his first on-cam battle. How'd you hear about him?
He actually messaged me, and he had messaged me probably like. And the funny thing is he could have been on probably about 6 months before that, because he was messaging me like, "Yo, can I get a battle?" But the thing is a lot of people when they want a battle, they say, "Yo, can I get a battle?" You say, "Sure." You book them, put them on the fucking flyer, and then 2 weeks later they're telling you why they can't come. So I wasn't booking a lot of debuts at the time, so I just didn't put him on for a while, and he kept messaging me like very persistent, and I was like, "Yo, you're very persistent. I'll give you a battle." And he came and he did his thing, and the rest is history with that.
So he's battled Cortez. That's his biggest name to date before the Cortez battle. Where was it where you saw that he took that next step where you thought he was ready for Cortez?
You could see he was getting sharper and sharper. When we did the event at the theater, and he battled Troy Brown, he was on a hot one. Like I just seen that there was like a lot of raw talent there, and so I had to keep pushing him and keep telling him what I thought he needed to work on, and he keeps evolving. He's young.
So what do you think's next for him after the Cortez battle? I mean, that's a pretty big opponent. Where can he go after that if he does well in the battle?
I believe Black Ice had something set. They were setting up something for him, and like I support that shit. Like yeah, sure, this is his home league, but I want to see him evolve, and if somebody else can push him further and put his name out there more into the big lights, then yeah, fucking right, I want that shit to happen. It's not about me or my league; it's about the guys that are in it.
So what do you think franchise needs to bring to beat Cortez?
Everything. The kitchen sink. The kitchen sink, the plumbing, the fucking copper pipes in the fucking house. You better fucking drop a whole entire house on that nigga, or you might not walk out of there. That boy's a beast too.
So what's your prediction?
What's my prediction? I don't predict on battles like that. I think that Cortez should, if I was to say, if he takes my advice, he should just 3-0 him. To be honest, he should 3-0 him.
And you mentioned...
I'm just being real. That's what he should do. Cortez has a big name. He's not some small yuppie from somewhere. He's been doing his thing. He gets respect worldwide. He's been there. He's experienced. He has to put the pressure on franchise and just watch the hope he folds. And franchise has to not fold. He has to feel that pressure and fucking fight his ass back. Because these guys are lyricists. These guys are very, very good at what they do. They're very crafty. And franchise is young, This is a good chance for him to really get his name out there everywhere. I don't doubt my guys, but at the same time, I know what a guy like Cortez can do. Cortez is a main stager. You understand? Cortez makes main stage battles. You put Cortez as the main event of a card, that's the main stage. He could do that. So.
And you mentioned in an interview we did earlier, a couple months back, at the Beast Mode Redemption card, that you would, if these guys came in and 3-0'd your dudes, you would give them the money off the door. Is that still going?
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you know what? I'd rather them come in and my guys show their talents in the battle and people be like, "Yo, that guy won every round, but the other kid's dope. I like the other kid. He's sick." Or they even take a round while these guys are trying their hardest. You know what I mean? Or two, you don't even know. You never know what could happen. You know what I mean? Somebody could write the best shit of their life and you ain't ever heard some shit like that. So any given night, somebody could take an L.
No, yeah, I mentioned it in a Joey interview a while back. Same card, the redemption card, that if he takes a round with danger and a round's debatable, that's definitely a win. When you got competition like that and you're taking that big of a step up, if you're getting a round and something's debatable, that's definitely a win on their end.
Danger Zone, lyrics-wise, one of the best in the fucking game, bro. Real shit. If you lose to Danger Zone, it's not a bad thing. You battled him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That nigga's up there, but Joey can write, man. And I actually told Danger Zone, I was like, yo, man, I want you to kill this kid. Like, I tell these guys, too. Yeah, I'm very honest with everybody, you know? So, I told Joey, I was like, yo, I told this guy to kill you, bro. I'll pay him more. So, I hope he kills him. But I hope Joey comes with some of the best shit he ever wrote in his fucking life. And that way people look at Joey and say, yo, look, this kid grew up in this league. He started out, he wasn't so good. He worked on his pen. He worked on his presentation. And he's polished. He's a polished young guy. You know, he can go in and face some of these guys that are on the main stage, in my opinion. And that's why I set him up with somebody who's probably even higher than a lot of guys that are on some main stages. Real shit.
Good.
Yeah.
So, franchise Cortez is coming up. Mm-hmm. You guys are in a clique, the Mafia. So how'd you guys link up?
It's through Casper and Z, really. They, the first battle I saw franchise live was Radiant Black. We talked, whatever, you know, smoked. And then, not really much talking after that. And then Z and franchise battled, and then they formed a little clique, and then they kind of threw me and Casper in there, and then since then, so maybe about a year ago, 2 years ago now, something like that.
So do you think franchise is ready for Cortez?
Yeah, of course. That's my bro. I think all my boys is ready at all times. We soldiers, we ready to go in. This is battle rap.
So what battle do you think it was where he took that next step, where he was ready for someone like Cortez?
Probably his last 3 top showings for me were Troy Brown, Against Me, and Lotta Zay. It really showed me that he's ready to take the next step, and not even then, it's hold his own, you know what I mean? Not sort of blend in or be vacuumed in by the whatever battler you are sort of battling. He stands out no matter what, so I think he'll do great.
So let's talk about that battle with you and franchise. Made BattleRap.com as one of the best battles of 2015.
Shout out to Chris Mitchell.
So how was it battling a homie?
We always wanted to battle because he's always seen my shit. And he sees that I'm very aggressive, loud energy. It's basically like, you know, and he does the exact same thing. And we've always wanted to battle, and then we kind of like put that away since we started the clique. And then Lex brought it up one day because franchise was looking for somebody to battle. And they're like, yo, there's literally nobody left in the league. And then Thing hit me up and he was like, yo, you want to battle franchise in 3 weeks? And I was like, what? He said this? He's down? And he said, yeah. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And it happened.